Well, you forgot what the rest of Wise Men say.
Fuck me,
I know. Sorry.
What?
Wise
I know you
men say only
fools
rush in,
in.
but
But
I
can't help
falling
falling in
in
love
love.
with
you
Oh, that is one of the worst.
take my hand.
That was
Sounds
one
like
of
a
the
Catholic
worst
prayer.
renditions.
Whole life.
Wise Men
We're all
Sing
dreadful
ever.
singers. We all sound like cats being dragged up the motorway.
But
You know.
we need a good Sunderland song, and that one is ours. Welcome along.
The second verse of that.
Yes.
Hold on.
Go
Hold
on.
on. The second verse of that one, right? Nobody really knows it, right? Nobody really sings that second bit. Right,
Like
unless
the
you
second
die
verse of
hard.
God Save the Queen, where like everyone starts to mumble, like, God Save the King, where it is these
Well,
days.
that is a good example.
Oh.
But my example was going to be, the Friends theme tune. No one told you life was going to be this way. No, after that, there's a second. Obviously there's a fucking second verse of that song.
Is it the law that you have to clap at the Friends song when it gets to that bit? It's the law.
It's the law that you have to clap to enter Shikari as well, by the way.
Law.
It's enter Shikari.
What happens if you don't clap?
It's like it's like breaking a mirror. 7 years of bad luck.
So you have to clap in the Friends theme tune. Fuck me.
Swans, and if you slap a swan, the Queen comes after you. Well, she doesn't anymore. She used to.
She comes at you in
probably
spirit.
It.
Yeah. Now Charlie pops out the bushes. Well, hello there. Stop snapping me swans.
No. So what I was thinking, Matthew Perry. Obviously Matthew Perry's gone now. So
he's gone.
If you don't clap the Friends theme tune, he comes and haunts you, doesn't he? He just comes around and goes, fucking clap.
Why didn't you fucking clap, you piece of shit?
Right,
could you do any less clapping?
Right.
Very good.
Can I get through the intro now?
Yeah, I'll let you go into the second verse of the Friends song.
I'll Google it now. Welcome along, Acacia. Thank you for being in the chat. Dean and Bong's here. Pierre Equa with his
Bing Bong.
with his community player of the season, Mr. Equa.
Bong.
Yeah.
Bong's our community player of the season, isn't he?
Bing Bong.
Oh, that's it.
I've got some opinions on that. We'll get it in a bit.
Okay. I didn't hear all of that. Right. Before I get into who's who here, I do want to do what we're drinking, but also raise a little bit of a toast to fellow Sunderland YouTuber Jack Shields, who passed away this week, aged 29. So here's to you, Jack. Hopefully our rendition of Wise Men Say was good enough for you. Yeah, sad news around that. But yeah, what we're drinking for him? What's our toasts for Jack this week? Mine's a Old Moot berries and cherries. So
is it 8%, mate?
It's not an 8%. It's a baby one this week. It's just a minor 4%.
Just a little 4%.
ABV.
That means you're gonna have two.
I don't have two of these.
At once.
At once. Port without the ice cream for Bong this week, by the way.
Yeah, lad. Call it back from last week. You know what? I don't think I've ever had port. David, I bet you've had port.
Yeah, we've had port, me and that. I tell you what, one New Year's Eve, that's all that me and that drank. Can you remember that? When we had all that port on New Year's Eve.
It's
me and Cheaty Vimtos, so we just got a bunch of fucking port. Bought like how many bottles of WKD Blue did we buy? Mate, there was the big bottles as well. We bought a shit ton, and we made Cheaty Vimtos, and then after the Cheaty Vimtos were done, we were just on the port.
It's one of those few. It's one of those few drinks that you can actually just drink warm. You can actually drink it warm, which is all right. Right.
Warm?
You can drink it warm.
Nobody's drinking warm. Warm alcohol is like.
I mean, you can drink whiskey warm.
I mean,
You can.
If you're a maniac.
You can.
If you're on a certain government watch list, you would drink warm whiskey.
Mate, I ain't ever had room temperature whiskey. Is probably the worst thing. I mean, you don't have chilled red wine, do you? Like I learned that as my time as a barman. Like you're not supposed to like chill a red wine.
You just have a big lump of.
You're supposed to have it room temperature, ain't you?
So
yeah.
Port.
You don't chill red wine.
Port is just red wine, just deeper, more fermented. That's all it is. Anyways,
if you say so, man, I started this little section with me saying I've never had port. I don't know anything about it. So everything you tell me now is new information to me.
Port is just it's a deeper fermented wine. That's all it is.
Mix it with WKD blue, and you're on a
right.
You're on a good one.
Mr. Dross? Is it Dross? Mr. Dross, David, what are you drinking? It's not port.
It's not. You imagine if I said, actually, I've got some port here. Actually, yeah, here it is. Hold on. I'll put the camera on. Just a little bit.
We're gonna full screen you though.
Right.
That's a beautiful.
Go on then. I want to be full screened. I've got the earphones in today because I can't be asked for laptop on. Right.
There we go.
Right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You look like you're tucked up. Are you getting ready to go to bed? Can you just out on?
No, I didn't.
Oh no! You put.
It's there. You go. There you go.
Right. What have you got? Come on. Let's have a look.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
The anticipation.
Oh shit. Hold on.
He didn't flick those switches before he started this video, I tell you that.
I'm trying to get the camera to turn around. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, here we go.
Nice.
I can see your feet, great.
It's the old Lock 10 pale ale from the Don.
That was a build. That was a build up for nothing.
I understand a lot about your setup now as well.
Not like me used with it, you know.
What were we?
Sitting at a real desk.
Professional
real
decorum.
hardwood desk.
Mate, it's just because you're hardcore, man. I'm just here. I'm just in the front room. Nothing's playing Apex.
You're just living life.
Amelia's reading a book. The babies are in bed. Now I'm chatting about football. More drinking a Lock 10.
Has
anyone else had a Lock 10 yet?
Ideal.
No, I Lock 10.
Right, right. Andrew, next time you see the Don, ask him for a Lock 10.
I'll probably just bump into him in the street.
Just go to the galleries, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If he's not in his house, he's in the galleries.
Do you know what I mean?
The what?
Do you know what I mean that? Rather than the galleries.
I don't know. Your streams, your video stopped. I think it's because I turned my camera on.
He's pointing at Jackie White's market.
Andrew, you can be like the person who goes, when you get to like watching like a certain channel and they've got the old things on that describe what people do for the visually impaired.
Oh yeah.
They just go like, David goes to the kitchen and makes himself a cup of tea. Right, you can be that. You can be that person for whatever Smithy's doing on the video right now.
Right.
Or for the rest of the
Smithy is sitting still, nodding along.
Yes, and we're 9 minutes in without having more than 2 people's drinks listed out. So can we crack on? Paul, you're very patiently waiting there. What are you drinking, mate?
Robinson's apple and pear.
No.
Oh, right.
It's Robinson's as well, mate. So you must be doing all right for yourself. Man's got some dollar rolling in.
I've got a serious question. Ratio of diluted to water.
Yeah,
mate. It depends on whether it's what strength it is, mate. The old quadruple strength. First time I had that, mate. Do you remember when we shifted from double to quadruple strength? I was still making it like double strength depth. Blew me head off. I was like, this tastes funny. This. When investigating a bottle, quadruple strength.
Why would you need that?
Out of nowhere. Wasn't announced, mate. It should have been signed up with Asda.
You should get it on the recall. This is disgusting. What are you doing? It's like them squidgy ones. Whiskey and ginger from Dale.
Oh, Dale.
The ginger.
Whiskey and ginger. Well, I got some whiskey. I'm on the good stuff again because today's a good day.
I'm not sure ginger goes with whiskey.
It does, mate.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
it does, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
1,000%.
110%. 1,000%. Oh, crazy.
I'll take your word for it. So you said you got whiskey, Andrew. What?
Yeah,
what,
mate. I'm on the Dalmore again. I ain't got the bottle. Do you remember the bottle before?
Yeah, the big. Is it the 10
The fancy one.
Yeah.
15, mate. It's a 15.
So it's a waste of alcohol if it just sat in a corner of a room for
Can
15 years. No.
Can we just circle back to the old Robinsons? Because
Yeah.
I've just been in my fridge, right? I've been in my fridge and I've got what's called a Robinson's Super Strength Squash here. So I don't know if it's the same thing, right?
Right.
So it serves 60. It's in a little. Tell you what I'll do, right? Tell you what I'll do.
Oh, don't put a camera on again. Oh.
Clean up them socks.
Here it is, there, man. Look at this.
It's in an eco pack.
Eco pack, right? 60. It serves 60. Look
Why
at
does it look like it's just a Terry's chocolate orange?
It does.
1.5 tablespoon to 250 mils of water.
Oh, you ignore that. You never do the recommended dose. Like, I had a pack of minstrels. It says 4 servings per pack. You eat the whole thing. Like, who does the servings?
Also, Davey's got Robinsons. He must be earning some top dollar these days. Like
in an eco pack as well. That's some Waitrose stuff. That right there.
Good. Got the old promotions in there, so yeah, I'm gonna splash out the Robinsons.
Right. Finally, Jacob, what are you drinking, buddy?
Dilute strawberry and apple juice.
Is it Robinsons?
No, I don't think so. Actually, it might be the Morrisons.
The Robinsons rep was about to ring in. About to ring somebody and sponsor the podcast on the spot until you said that, lad.
I mean, we're going to get sponsored by Wimbledon next, and then right. Anyways, moving on. Shall we start talking about football now?
Yeah.
We had.
No, I mean, it is 18 minutes past 9, like so.
We're only 12 minutes into the podcast.
Time check.
It's all right. So,
what's the Luton score?
It's 1-1 last I saw, and there's also Bolton playing Barnsley in the semi-final League One playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is 2-1 Bolton.
2-1. Oh, you're right, mate. 2-1. And it's
telling you now,
apiece in the Luton Everton game.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, I think Bolton will be the third team to go up from League One.
I think you said that last week, didn't you, mate?
Do you want that, though?
I mean, them 3 teams, Portsmouth, Derby, Bolton, I think, yeah. They're well, no, Bolton, really, Premier League, wouldn't you? You'd say for Bolton.
No, God, no.
Bolton were in Europe under Sam Allardyce.
All right. For me, is one team with a random abbreviated letter and white kit that should be in the Premier League. It's either Bolton or Fulham, not both. So if Fulham get dropped, Bolton can go up. You can't have both of them because they're both.
Kevin Davis used to play at Bolton.
Their football style is dull as fuck, though. Like, I'm sorry, it's just shit.
At Bolton?
Yeah. Like, it's working, it's effective in League One, but it's boring to watch in the Prem, I can tell you that much.
I went past their stadium, Amph, when I was on the way to see the under-21s against Blackburn.
Right.
We saw the Bolton stadium as we went past.
I used to, when Bolton won the Prem at the same time we were, there you go, Davies already piped up with the old programme. So we went every season for like consecutively for a while, right? We saw the same guy selling programs outside every time, and he'd go, program, like a seagull, program. Just how long ago this was, right? Just to put it in context, it was £2 for a program. £2 your program.
Program.
Do you know how much it is for a Sunderland program now?
Probably about £4.
It's £4.
Fiver in it.
It's £4.
Oh wow.
They mate.
Ridiculous. For that. It's literally just 20 adverts. It's 20 adverts.
You get it for now if you're sneaking a quid spot.
Hey.
Right. We played Watford on the weekend, just so everybody's aware. One of us was there, Paul.
I wonder who that was.
I'm blaming you, mate. From the man out of the stadium, what was the atmosphere like? Because we only picked up on like the one Charlie Hurley clap and what have you. Because I know you said there was one before the game or something like that.
Yeah, I actually thought the atmosphere was actually brilliant from our supporters, their fans as well. But at first, actually, we didn't even expect them to actually do the tribute to Charlie Hurley.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
Because I was actually looking after the game, see if they had connections with them, but I don't think they did. So, but I was actually surprised. But when they did the tribute, they actually read through his history. Like who he played for. Our supporters sang his name. Their supporters actually clapped.
Classy Dutch, mate. Classy Dutch from Watford.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they clapped for the minute's applause before the game, and the other applause that we did as well.
Did Charlie ever get to the World Cup with us? Because I know like a couple of seasons or maybe half a decade later, we end up winning in the '66.
He was from Ireland, actually. I think he's Irish.
I thought he was English.
Charlie Hurley.
I thought he was literally a Mackem born and bred, but.
Look. Should we give Google? Should we do a bit of a
consult
googly
Mr.
Google?
Google?
It's very rare for somebody.
He was born in Ireland. 4th of October 1936, Cork, Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland international he is.
So he would have never have been at the World Cup then, because Ireland back then were crap.
Republic, yeah, I think he played for Republic of Ireland.
Apparently managed for a while as well. That's interesting. Yeah, cool. So yeah, Charlie Hurley part of it, pretty good. What about the football on the pitch?
It's not a
where to start with that?
Thank you, Bob.
Where to start with that? I actually was shouting at Dodds.
Okay. About?
Well.
Can you repeat it? Will it add numbers up here?
Well, put this way, first half, I was actually saying to Bowers, bring on Tom Watson.
He never got.
Tom Watson was warming up, and I was keep saying to Bowers I would have brought him on because Watford wouldn't have knew him, but of course Dodds doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've.
So why was he in the squad then?
Good question.
Give him match day experience, right? That'll be it. Match day experience.
If you can be on the bench as many times as you like, it's no different than just watching the game, right? Like, I could go down the side of the
but you travel with the squad. You'll be in the dressing room. You'll hear the halftime team talk, full time. All that. Like, it's an experience. Like if you're coming through professional development, like Riggs done, by being in that environment, it'll only help should help your development as a player, right?
Yeah.
When it does come to be your time, you're not suddenly thrown in the deep end. You don't know that you got to get in a bus, travel down, be with the squad for this time out of time, go through training the night before, all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But that's why he was in the squad.
Tom Watson's been with the first team quite a lot this season.
Just never really featured though.
You watch Dodds will play him tomorrow.
So I get why Dodds is not making too many changes, because like I think we have been consistently okay, defensively at least. I think this entire season is a write-off going forward. Without Jack Clark in the squad, we've not scored, and even with him in the squad, he's been so stout towards the latter end of the season. It's just, if he turns up and he plays unstoppable, we'll end up getting something from the game. And that's the difference this season. We've been relying on one or two players stepping up, and we need a bit more consistency across the board rather than just heavily reliance on one person's skill.
No, mate, I completely agree with what you're saying there. Like, I think at the start of the season, we weren't really too concerned about our lack of attack and potency from the strikers, let's say, because you had the likes of Clark, Ekwa, Dan Neil pitching in, Bar in the early half of the season, pitching in with goals. And then you had people like Huggins and Hume, Ballard, and even O'Nien, right?
Yeah.
Again, pitching in. So we didn't really what's the word?
Struggle.
we didn't really see it as a big issue, right?
Yeah, okay. We saw it as a
Because
gap.
we
We
had
saw
all
it as a
these
potential
people.
gap, right? But rather than a
Yeah. But then, like you said, mate, Jack Clark got injured. Jack Clark got sussed out. There was some games even early in the season where they'd put 2 on him, not allow him to express himself. And as soon as you take away that, we really, 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 really found it difficult.
I'll also add on to that as well. Last season, we had both wings working for us.
Agreed.
So I don't know what's happened with Patrick Roberts this year, but he has, I wouldn't say fell off, but you can tell he's struggled a lot this year, and it could be personal.
I would
don't
say
know
fell
enough
off.
beyond it. Yeah, I mean, he has like his
I would say
his
fell off
performances
because it's like a cliff face, mate. It's night and day from what he was last season to what he is this season. Like, I don't know how you can't say he hasn't fell off because the amount of goals and assists that he got from last season.
I'm pretty sure he's got 0 goals, 0 assists this season. He might have an assist.
Oh, no,
Apologies if I get that
No,
wrong.
he had an assist, but it was chalked off for offside, even though it wasn't. I remember that now. So that was like...
I'll check it out.
I think that was the Huddersfield game or something like that. It was mid-Jan.
So there you go, right? The guy who probably had 10 goals and a handful of assists last year has turned up with nothing this season.
Yeah. But
here we go in the stats. You ready?
Go on then.
Paddy Roberts this season, 31 matches. He started 20 of them. Okay. No goals. Hold on. 2 assists.
Okay.
Okay, two goal contributions in 30 games.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably compare
5 big chances.
Compare that to last season. It's like you said, probably night and day.
I can do that. 1 second.
Alright.
Here we go.
Roberts is going to play his game tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
5 goals, 7 assists.
Okay, so
season.
Still,
I hope he does. Paul, I really hope he does. I'm not writing him off entirely. Like I got upset with him a few weeks ago when he spurned a few chances. I was like, sell him, get rid of him. I'm sick of him. I never want to see him again.
We've heard that before.
I hope that that's not the case because we've all seen that he can be a potent attacking threat. We've seen it. He did it last season in the Championship.
Yeah.
Obviously, this season hasn't worked out for him, and I get he's been injured, and I get he's been out of the squad. I understand that.
Dodd said he's actually had personal problems as well.
Yeah, so maybe problems away from the football pitch as well. All right.
Some of that things you can't really negate, and you can see that he mentally wasn't there for a lot of the games. He tried a little bit of theatrics from the games that I was there, and I'm just like, I'm not for that. I'd rather play literally play like cat and ball and not go down when his legs nearly broken half than a slight little shoulder bump and he's on the floor like rolling around like I don't know. He's in a night. What's the advert where the kid just like cries on the floor screaming for some crisps?
You know what I want to say, Doritos.
Yeah.
McCoys.
We'll come back to that later on, though, right?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I just think, like I said this on the watch along for the game as well. We need to just toughen up a little bit from our play style. We have adapted this modern style of football, and I hate that this has become the modern style of football of just trying to pull the wool over the referee's eyes to get something for us. And the refereeing in the entire English system, irrespective of VAR or not, is just not good enough at the minute. So you just got to play like men for once. I know it's the women's game's better to watch because they're brutal, but at the moment the men are just flopping around like salmons, and it's embarrassing sometimes.
I hate what you're saying, mate, but I hate exactly what you're saying, and you know, I long for the old school days where, you know, you could go through someone fairly, as long as you won the ball, it was all right. Crack on. That was a great watch, but I'm afraid.
No, I'm not saying like just gone through everybody as willy nilly as you want. I'm saying if you've gone through, get straight back up. Stop rolling around 12 times.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's. I'm sorry, but those days are gone. And if you're not doing it, you're getting it done to you. You're at a disadvantage. So that's that.
3-1 Bolton now.
Yes, Acacia's. I was trying to naturally bring it in, so thank you, Jacob. Acacia's updated us. That is full time, 3-1, 93rd minute goal for Bolton to go ahead. Scored from.
All right, so Paul, talking about the on the pitch performance, then, did anyone stand out? I mean, I was on the watch along.
Not really, not for me.
No. I mean, there was nothing up front, was there? But again, there's been nothing up front all season.
Up front, it actually looked like Ashish was up front.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was on paper, at least. I don't know if he stayed there, but
yeah, I think he did.
Didn't he get subbed off at half time as well?
To be up front.
Did he get subbed off at half time? I know somebody did.
I'm gonna have a look.
I don't remember.
I don't know. But
so nobody stood out. I think we were saying something similar on the watch along, right? There was no standouts.
I think the only standout I think we can remember from that game is Luke O'Nien with his stupid handball again. Like I think it's funny. I think it's absolutely daft. It's pretty much football criminal behaviour, but because he's in a Sunderland shirt, I don't care. I find it funny. Like,
You do that, mate. You do that on your kid, right? You know, when you're caught and you know there's no one behind you, right? Yeah. So you just fucking slap the ball away.
Yeah.
Man was suddenly transported back to the school pitch, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck this."
You know, the first thing is, though, did you actually hear that Ashish actually stomped off the pitch because he actually got subbed off? He stomped off the pitch, grabbed his t-shirt, took it off, and ran down the tunnel. He wasn't happy when Dodds subbed him off.
So,
well, that's it. That's him gone in the summer then.
I mean,
Dodds.
No, well, Dodds or Sheesh as well. If that's the case.
Sheesh won't be going anywhere. What I'd imagine is, okay, so Dodds can play that two ways, can he? He can be like, look, it was in the heat of the moment. I want him to be passionate. I want him to be fired up. He's back on the squad next week. Or he can be a bastard and be like, oh, well, fuck you then. I'm not playing you next week. You're not even in the squad.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the squad.
I think the only players to leave in the summer, I might say Corey Evans and Dak. I can't see Patterson leaving. I think maybe Clark as well, but apart from that, that's probably it.
Oh, I can see
that.
I can see it
last week.
Yeah,
we had a long discussion about this the other week.
Yeah. I think you weren't here, but I can see a mass exodus of players in this club because you'll have a new gaffer come in and you'll want a new
We'll see Speakman going in the summer. He's rumored to leave.
Good riddance. Like loads of fans have been calling out for him to go all year long because he hasn't brought in strikers.
Yeah, but if Patterson goes, we're fucked. We're fucked if Patterson
No.
If Patterson goes,
I like Patterson and I don't want him to go, but we've got options. Again, we discussed this a few weeks ago, mate. There's a guy on loan at Darlington who is highly rated.
Right, so naturally that brings me in. We've talked about Roberts being missing this season, but Bong brought in Huggins has been a big miss this season. Huggins and Clark.
Great. He won goal of the season, didn't he?
Yeah, he did last night.
One goal of the season, yeah.
Good goal it was.
I still begrudge how our goal last year, like the 20 passer, didn't even win goal of the month.
Oh mate, don't get me started on that.
It's that was just pure quality, and how does that not even
friggin' Sky Sports posted on Twitter like the 1 year anniversary of that goal. I know the goal you're talking about.
Yeah,
it was like a headline effort, right? And then didn't even win goal of the month. It doesn't make any sense.
Man City or someone like that score that goal. That's they're playing
like real mate.
Sky.
Yeah.
That'll be in the 5 minutes that they need to fill, and they just put a random goal on and that random game. That'll be on there all the time. Fucking mint goal.
Little Sunderland scored it, and it was just a footnote in history.
Yeah. But what if Newcastle scored it or Borough or
just anybody in the Prem?
They'll get praise.
I'm just catching up on chat to make sure I'm getting everybody that they've called out player wise. Dale's brought up Jewison Bennett, which again he hasn't really featured for our academy squad. Never mind our first team. He played that one game, did the 3 pirouettes, and we won that one 3-1. But beyond that, I can't recall what he's done since
he went out on loan, mate.
I know,
he's in Greece. Not that he's playing.
but
Hasn't played since February.
But I can't see. He wasn't in contention of breaking into the squad week in, week out. He came off the bench to do that. So I mean, when Paul says Beekman might be gone, it's because of players like that they've brought in for potential rather than immediate talent. We've brought in people to essentially become an academy club. That's what I think people are most pissed off about, because we're finishing with more losses this season, less wins, a lot lower in
I've
the
got a
table.
terrible stat for you. All right,
It's just
terrible stat. Just really sums up Sunderland's season, right?
comment.
Okay, so since the turn of the year, right? So
I know this one.
this
Right.
year,
Yeah. Rotherham.
mate. Only Rotherham have got less points in the championship than us.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a shocker, isn't it? That is a really,
We had a fucking good start to the season, mate.
Well, we said it, mate. We said it last week. Tony Mowbray saved us from relegation, and that is a shocking thing to say. You look at the table at the minute, right? We're only 6 points away from being in the mire.
I mean, luckily we're one game left of the season, so we can't.
Yeah, exactly, right. Luckily, there's only a game left, but
yeah,
can you imagine if we didn't have the start that we did?
Yeah.
Like,
Hopefully, we won't go down next season.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking we might.
I mean,
it's a possibility.
This summer window is going to be huge, but I think, asking Zillan's question, it depends on who's going to be the next Sunderland manager, and there's too many names in the hat at the moment. Until we have that name, we don't know what style of football we're going to have, or the players we're going to keep. There's too many variables between now and what we actually get come the first game of next season.
I agree. It's impossible to predict. I mean, there's been some movement over in the Will Still situation this week. But whether he ends up with Sunderland or otherwise, who knows? I mean,
he would have worked a lot better this season than potentially next season, unless we get like a French invasion of players, because, like you said a couple of minutes ago, Paul, Dil O'Shea's storming off. Like, if he's gone in the summer, then what's the point of bringing a French
word?
Merd. So that's two swears. Sorry, merd.
Baguette.
Yeah, baguette's a good word.
All right, Smithy, what was yours, mate?
Merd.
Some swear word.
Okay.
It means it's the same to you. It's sometimes a baby shit, sometimes a baby good.
Bonjour.
Good shit, man.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Hello.
All
Go on then.
What is a
okay. So, the Watford game. We'll finish off that synopsis, shall we?
There's not much more to talk about, is there?
There is, because we're talking about stats, right? Yeah. So, Watford hadn't won at home in 2024, and then we come along and just go, yeah.
I said it last week. They're going to beat us. They'll beat us. It is prime Sunderland, that. Team haven't won at home in 4 or 5 months. Sunderland come along, guaranteed victory. I'm telling you.
So, to that same regard, we have Sheffield Wednesday.
I don't know. Are we
tomorrow.
already on predictions here?
No. We're just wrapping up on the Watford one.
Okay.
So, you tell me your favourite French word. Dale saying sacre bleu, which means, I think, sacrilegious. Sacre bleu. What's yours, Davey? Croissant.
Oh, I was thinking I was going to go with a food related word, but I think
Pan au chocolat.
Yeah, pan au choc is a good one. Yeah. Come back to me. I've got a few on my mind. I don't know which one is the best
just
one.
Pick one.
Why don't you just tell them? Put them all out there, and we'll decide which one's the best.
Biblioteca.
That's a good one.
Is a good word on bibliothèque.
Jean Pigeon.
I tell you what I like is bienvenue, which means you're welcome.
It means good afternoon.
Or welcome.
Bienvenue means good afternoon.
Bien.
Yeah, good.
Bien.
Good.
Venue.
Afternoon.
No, it means welcome.
It means good afternoon.
Right, I'm going to Google it. How do you spell it?
Just put
B-I-E-N.
Right, are we practicing for Will still coming in charge next season? Is that what it is? With library.
Bienvenue is a direct translation of welcome.
There you go.
Ridiculous answer. We're doing this, and Will still doesn't come out your coach.
We'll be able to teach us all the French next year. It's like
You get a Duolingo, lad.
Get him on.
It might help some of the players because some of them are French, and I think Bar doesn't he struggle with English, Bar, so it might be good for him.
He's got Pierre Ekwar there though. Pierre Ekwar learned English rapidly.
Yeah. Au revoir, Ekwar.
It'd have been good for Diallo, wouldn't it, if Diallo were here? Because I think he struggled.
I read this week Diallo would accept offers of 7 million quid for Diallo.
Yeah,
have him, snap him, get him.
That is fucking pennies. That's the first time I ever swore because that's how passionately I feel about this. Absolute pennies. 7
Can you
million
see him
quid.
coming to us?
I mean,
yeah, no. Because all he's going to do is the bench warm at Man United.
I can only dream.
Well, the club keep phoning them on deadline day, so keep phoning them up. He might come.
Coming up, the deadline day stuff for me, I think, is just really bizarre how we we look at it now. Can you remember last deadline day we had 2 French players come in same day? Can anybody remember who they were? Same day?
Pembele and Oshish, wasn't it?
Mundell.
Yeah, it was Mundell.
Pembele and Mundell at the same time. In the
Is
same...
Mundell French?
He came from the French league.
No.
He came from the French league. Did he come from PSG? Or was that Pembele? One of them came from
Pembele.
Yeah, they both came from the French league. I know that. So there is a French connection, and I think that's going to be quite evident with KLD as the owner. Obviously, he's got very strong links with Montpellier. So,
Sure, KLD's not French, isn't it?
He's Swiss though, but
he's Swiss French.
Swedish. He's Swedish.
No, he's from Switzerland.
Oh, he's Swedish.
No, he's not Swedish. He's from Switzerland.
Fuck's sake. I know you grew up in France, mate, but like I said, it doesn't matter too much as long as we have some kind of clear plan.
Sorry to interject, but guess who's just given here?
Is it French Cat?
French Cat.
It's Oscar. His first appearance on the Bunny, lad. Look.
Oscar.
Yes, lad.
Shout out Oscar.
No, he's like, let me out of here now.
Sorry, can you see?
Je m'appelle Oscar, that's what he said on the way out.
Je m'appelle Oscar.
Oui.
Got a sleepy dog down there too. Yeah, I don't really know where to take that. What we're going to do next season, because like you said, it's just there's too much happening.
Like I said last week, lad. There's so many different variables. We're just a team. We're a team in transition. Like it's pointless trying to speculate. Let's just see where we head. But I will say this, right? This board and this management have probably got one more appointment in them, and if they fuck it up, there is going to be serious repercussions from the fan base. I feel like the honeymoon period, let's give them a little bit of leeway here and there. That situation is now over. Now this is the time they have to make the right call.
They have to get it right. Yeah, 100%. This manager the next manager has to be the right one, because let's be honest, fucking Bale was obviously not the right one. I remember when Mowbray came in, really the fan base were like, he did a really good job, but we weren't all blown away the fact that Mowbray was coming.
Yeah.
Dodds, yeah, again, he's an interim, but again, he's been put in that position. So I would say, they have to get this one right, because if this one's wrong, and we plummet and we're sitting bottom of the table,
would Will still be the right one? Do you think Will still would be the right one?
Do you think? I think he would. I think he would definitely be a step up from what we've got right now.
I think pre-appointment, know how you grade people on a tier list, he'd be a solid B tier manager for us. Like you can see he could be potentially S if he gets all of the ducks in the row. But
the thing is,
I've heard some fans moaning about him as well. Like but you're gonna get that, aren't you?
Yeah, you cannot please everyone. The thing is about Will Still is like he, in the same way as they speculate on the talent of young players, they are probably trying to speculate on the talent of a young manager.
Yeah.
So, I mean, high ceiling, again, potential high ceiling, could potentially go on to do very, very well for us and for wherever else he would go afterwards. However,
I've heard rumours that if Still comes in, fair enough, he'll bring his brother, but I've actually heard apparently that Dodds will leave.
I mean, I'm not really that bothered. To be honest, I know, but Dodds.
I
do respect Dodds. I do respect everything he's trying to do, but he's just not good enough for the club.
No.
Like I respect that he enjoys his coaching. I think he's a good coach, but he's not a head coach. He cannot manage a team of 11 people and tactically make changes in a game. He's not a manager.
I think he should stay away from the under 21s and under 18s. To be honest, he should have a fresh start.
I think he can pick out talent and develop that individual talent on a 1-to-1 to maybe like a 5-to-1 basis. He could be the person who brings out 5 academy players into our first team squad. Beyond that, nah. He's not for us long term, and he knows that.
Watch your Anfield end up staying, and he'll replace Steve Davidson.
I don't mind him. I don't mind him staying at the club because I think he likes the club, and I think we like him as a person. We just know he's not suitable for this role.
And as you mentioned that, I think Steve Davidson's already been replaced.
Yeah,
has it?
Honestly, get rid of the man.
I think he has.
I think the person who should replace, if he's not been replaced, I think Jermaine Defoe should take over.
Oh no!
Why not?
I've heard apparently I heard from Nick Barnes apparently we are in talks with Defoe, but not over head coach role.
Is he going to be working on the kiosks?
Could he come in?
He's going to be working on. He's going to be
in the new club shop.
It's not going to be Ask Danny anymore. It's Ask Defoe.
Could he come in as a striker?
Ask Defoe.
Could he come in as a striker coach?
I mean, we need one.
Or he could manage the under 18s. He could be the new coach of the under 18s. Shit.
What? We need strikers.
I'm saying Defoe could be under 18s coach because under 18s are not doing good.
I mean, it's like you said, we've said like 10 minutes ago. It's just it'd be nice to have a name that is like, if the fans get to pick the top 2 that they've interviewed or something, give us a choice or I don't know, give us a little bit of hype behind it.
Here's the thing. I know we got sidetracked along the way.
Yeah.
But Will Still he did very well last season. He's done okay this season.
He tailed off a bit towards the end, but
off a little bit towards the end. Okay, fair enough. He's done reasonably well. So I think if he was appointed, I think most sensible fans would be relatively happy with that. Okay, he still has to perform. He still has to bring that acumen that he's, his credibility, and needs to come with him. He needs to implement the things that he has implemented over in France. Yeah. And he probably can do that, and I'd like him to succeed. However, it is a bit of a gamble because he doesn't know the league. He doesn't know the players. He doesn't it's a bit of a. It might be too much for him. Okay, and that doesn't mean he's a bad coach or a bad manager. It might be too big of a job for him. Someone like
transferable skills, though, isn't it, man? You got to get those transferable skills.
Yeah. Well,
somebody
but the Ipswich coach didn't know the Championship before he came, did he? And look at what he's done.
He did know the club and he did know the players.
And he did know the English system.
Exactly right. So that is my niggling doubt about Will Still. Okay, if he was appointed tomorrow, don't get me wrong, over the moon. But there's a little niggle there. Where the niggle disappears is if you get someone in like Cooper or Heckenbaum who's been there and done that and knows exactly what they've got to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. They will know, they'll understand. But the thing is,
Heckenbaum's turned us down, apparently.
Is that right? Okay, well,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to cry myself to sleep over that tonight, but
yeah.
You can understand if you wanted a safe pair of hands, that's the kind of manager that you would go for.
Yeah.
See, for me, I know he's coming up with Chef Wade, but Bowers actually wants Danny Roll here at Sunderland.
Is he the German?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is. He's the head coach of Sheffield.
Let me
Well, we'll see him tomorrow.
I mean, he's in attendance for the game at least. I guess. I don't know.
Imagine if after the game tomorrow they just announced Will Still.
I
Just
mean,
like
it's the
90
perfect
minutes.
opportunity. It's a perfect opportunity for it. Like I know Dodge is fully aware his tenure is
I'll be
on
at the
an
game,
interim
so
basis.
if I see him maybe enter the stadium, I might send a sneak
Say a
photo.
man like fucking in a
I'll
hoodie.
spoil it.
That's for his autograph, Jacob.
Yeah, well I'll say it in
Ginger.
French. I'll ask for it both in French and English. I'll say it in French and then say it in English.
S'il vous plaît,
The autograph.
No, is it s'il vous plaît
Pour
to
voir.
autograph? S'il vous plaît to autograph? Or s'il vous plaît to signature?
All I'm going to say to that in French is "C'est pas marron." That's not funny. C'est pas marron. No.
I mean, you could try, mate. Just say, can I
Oui,
miss a
oui.
picture? Get Equas as well and put it on your shirt.
Yeah, and then I'll send it to Duve West. I'm going to send it to him. That'll be a nice
Wipe me
present.
off with it, mate. Thanks.
Come on, there's worse there's players that you probably hate more than Ecuador, isn't there?
Nope.
Jack Colback, Rodwell.
Current. I think it's current. You always have to have one
Yeah.
player currently that he doesn't like.
Said this
This
before.
year
He has to have that one player where everything that guy's fault.
I mean,
Same.
it could, like you said, it could be
That'd
worse
be
players. Leon Jaku has had some absolute hate, and I think rightly so. Leon Jaku compared to Ekwa is more justifiable for the hate. Pete saying, Will Stills, Red and White Army. Thank you. Welcome along, Pete. And Acacia says,
Will
I've
Stills.
just seen that on X that Patterson is injured and is in a doubt for tomorrow.
Yeah, I've just seen that as well.
If he does miss...
Oh, mate, he's played every minute, hasn't he?
He's played every minute for the last 2 seasons.
If he is, for me, Matty Young goes in goal.
That's the one. That's the guy. Get him in. Is he back from Darlow, is he?
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, Darlow's season's over, innit?
Okay. Well, there you go. Get him in. He would be my number one choice as a replacement.
Rather than
Loan
Bass and Bishop.
Could be on loan.
Sorry, I didn't say Batch the Bishop. I said Bass and Bishop. Dale's pointed out Dak is an option as well, by the way.
That is not an option.
What? Say again? What did Dale say?
He just said Dak, and I'm presuming for the player that he hates this
What,
season.
to go and goal?
To just play.
Failure is not an option.
Then why did we
Look
get
at Bradley
Bradley Dak?
Listen, Brad. Pato's injured, and we're really struggling. I know you're only 2 foot tall, but you fancy getting between the sticks today.
Isn't he like 5'4"? Genuinely.
Nah, he's 2 foot tall, mate.
I mean, like you said, there's plenty of good options and bad options for replacing players this season, but you just need that one game done and dusted, and then we can settle into the summer and go, right, next bit of news, please, next bit of news, and that's where we can get a little bit of excitement for the future. That's what we missed out.
I think hype's the right term. You need they really need to build something up over the course of the off season.
Mm.
You know, whether through managerial appointments, through maybe shifts around in the hierarchy, through signings, through that. They need to build some sort of momentum going into the start of the season.
All right,
for sure. And this is what I said a while back. If we're still sitting like 2 weeks before the championship season starts, and we don't have a manager, and we haven't signed anyone new, or we've signed like a couple of guys on loan or whatever, that is gonna kill the season before it's even started. Like, they have to get this sorted and in place in the next 2 months maximum.
Yes, and I think it needs to be done ideally before we go to Spain for the pre-season tour.
Yes, agreed. Right. So whenever that is, he needs to have a full pre-season. He needs to know these players inside out before the big games start. Right.
Mm-hmm. Won't that be one of the earliest appointments ever Sunderland's done?
I mean, technically no.
Maybe.
Technically no, because the earliest that the appointment could have been made was when Bale was sacked.
Oh no, I mean appointing, like getting a manager in.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, he could have been
they've
signed
had
13
a
games
while.
ago.
Come on, how long ago
Yeah.
was Bale sacked now, right?
February?
it was February, wasn't it?
There you go, right? So you've had 2 months, 2.5 months. You should have a very short list now already, and hopefully, you know, the stuff happening over in France leads nicely into that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, with Will
I
still
think
quitting.
I think it is a massive foreshadow, isn't it? Will still leaving, and he's been heavily rumoured with us. Because I think going to Premier League straight away, I think that's that's diving into the deep end. I think. So I think Championship will be a good start off for him. He's young enough and coming. You know,
lots of great managers have started in the Championship.
He's got a modern approach, and he's got a more modern approach to football.
I doubt the club would, but I wouldn't be surprised actually if agreement was already in place for somebody to come in and then say, come the end of the game, the club announces whoever it is.
Mate, that would be incredible.
Some sort of surprise thing.
They just like fucking surprise us with a new manager. Like, he just rolls up out of half time.
It's in the match day program.
Get Frankie.
Could you imagine that?
Get Frankie to announce it.
New manager in the crowds. Get excited.
Yeah, he'll be like, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Sunderland. We have news that the new coach for Sunderland, some sort of do something like that.
He's necking his gonster on the side.
Right.
Yeah, and he shouts, Will.
I'm keeping a wild eye on that director's box tomorrow.
Please do, mate.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to do something a little bit different for the predictions for tomorrow, by the way. Yes. We can do Loan Shark if there's any news. Is there any news?
Hey,
there is some news.
Yeah, let's do Loan Shark and then we'll do the predictions for the games tomorrow. Yes. Notice my wordage there.
Oh no, I've okay.
Okay.
Loan Shark. Snap, snap, snap.
Sharks at the shark.
Jackie White's market.
All right,
I caught that one. Warnock. Dale saying Warnock and Bong's going, fuck off. Okay.
I was talking to an Aberdeen fan today. He's got an Aberdeen season ticket, but he lives in the UAE. So he hasn't been for a while.
Okay.
And he was like, we had Warnock, right? And he didn't win a single league game before he's been given the boot.
So he's a foul listening.
Yeah. So he's like, didn't get anywhere near Warnock. I was like,
I mean, Warnock's there to rescue seasons, to make them like a club not get relegated.
He should have been sitting on his settee watching Saturday a long time again. All right, Loan Shark, right?
Yeah.
All right. I got some notes here. Right. So no Dewey, no Matete. Again, the season's done.
Yep.
Diamond did play this week.
On Carlisle relegated?
No. But Diamond played nevertheless. And he did get beat 2-0 off Derby. Came on after the 70. No. Came on.
Did he score in a 2-0 defeat?
Might have scored no goal. Give him some leeway.
Yeah.
He came on after 74 minutes. He had one shot. It was blocked, so doesn't count on target.
Okay.
But he did complete the most dribbles in the game. Fun fact.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, in the 20 minutes he was at that. I mean, maybe that is impressive. He was on for 20 minutes. Some of these guys are on for the full 90. But he's still dribbling more than them. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking for the glimmer of hope, man. I'm looking for the silver lining somewhere in there.
You shine bright like a diamond, doesn't it?
Right. Next.
Next. Hibs played and they beat St Johnstone 3-1.
Oh, okay.
Did our players feature?
No, they did not. Both players were on the bench and didn't get on the pitch. And Smithy, just because I know that you want the constant Bass update, right?
Yeah.
Since his catastrophe and goalie of the week, he's been completely dropped in the innovator squad. Probably had a meltdown and got a bollock in the changing room. It's like, you're not playing for me again.
I can't. I know this looks and appears quite mean, but it's like if you're not laughing, you just I don't know.
If you're not laughing, you're crying, lad.
Exactly. You just gotta like. We don't want to see our players ever fail, but some of these players shouldn't have been picked for us at all.
I wish I was sitting here every week on Loan Shark telling you that Jack Diamond has scored a brace and Meander had scored and Trent has kept a clean sheet. I'd love it if I was sitting here saying that, but that's not what's happening. Majority of them aren't even in the squad, not even on the pitch, sitting on the subs bench.
At least they're not paying their wages.
I think there's a little bit of that. It is a lot reduced, but also it's proof that even if they were available for selection for us, that they would have hindered our potential to pick up points against most of these championship teams.
Look at our results since most of these people went out on loan in January, right? Shortly afterwards. Look at our results since then.
Yeah, do you want to read Bong's message there? The Loan Shark stats shows that Speakman has failed. I think that's. I mean,
Bong.
It's been 3 weeks.
Right, Bong's not Speakman then. We know that.
Yeah. Ooh, Ekwa doesn't like Speakman.
He's Ekwa already? He's Pierre Ekwa?
Pierre Paul Ekwa. There you go. Right. So,
hey, we're not talking about Ekwa's fucking shit trophy.
I mean, we can talk about it after I go through the predictions, and because I'm already in the mental flow for it.
Okay. Right.
So last game of the season, there's a lot of guarantees to happen or not happen if certain teams win. So some games matter and some games don't. So I'll only want predictions from everybody, and I want the consensus of the result as well. So let's say to start off with. Birmingham City versus Norwich City. Norwich City in the playoffs. Birmingham City in the bottom three on 47 points.
Norwich definitely in the playoffs. Like even if they lose, they're in the playoffs.
Even if they lose, Hull City have to overturn a 7-goal difference.
Okay, so more or less guaranteed. Okay.
Yes.
I think that will be a draw.
So.
I think Norwich will win.
Oh, okay.
3-1 Norwich.
Oh,
Birmingham needs something, don't they?
Birmingham need a point and Plymouth to drop 4 goals for them to stay in the league.
So Birmingham, okay.
Birmingham basically need to win, and us to beat Sheffield Wednesday and Plymouth Argyle to lose to Hull City, who Hull City are fighting to get in the playoffs as well. So there's some big games.
I want Hull to get in the playoffs, so West Brom draw out.
Yes. So, what's the consensus on the Birmingham City one first and foremost? 2 draws and 2 wins. 2 draws and 2 wins.
Well, you've got the deciding vote, mate.
I'm going to say Norwich City 2-1 win then. Just edge it towards Norwich. I think that's a fair balance.
Looks like Birmingham are playing in League One next season.
Oh, with Tony Mowbray in charge as well.
There we go. Do you count this one as a... it kind of is. West Brom and Preston North End. Preston North End have...
Preston going to win.
Preston have nothing to play for.
Preston are going to win.
Okay.
I'd love it. I'd love it if Preston won.
Do you want some funnier facts? West Brom needed to win 1 of their last 4 games, and they've lost the last 3.
They lost the last 3, right? Yeah. Ever since they had a meltdown, when Dan Ballard was schooling them left, right, and Charlie, right?
Yeah.
So off the back of that, their fans is bitching on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want these pricks to fail and fail hard.
I think failing in the playoffs is worse than just missing out on it, because if you look at the teams that were just outside the playoffs last season versus where we were, the crumble down is a lot more radical if you finish in the playoffs and lose than.
I think West Brom's
I'd rather them be out.
West Brom's heads have gone. They're going to get beat.
I agree.
Okay. Paul, Jacob, are you on
If
there?
they draw and Hull win, do Hull get in the playoff?
Ooh,
Oh,
I think.
so if West Brom draw, that puts them on 73 points, and Hull win, that puts them on 73 points. But
Okay,
the goal difference is 11. So Hull have to win 11-0.
So
Strange things about the team, mate.
I think West Brom might win it 2-1.
How are Preston?
Sorry, Andy.
That's all right, mate. I won't take it personally.
No.
I'm actually going to go to Hull. I think Hull will win it.
Yes, lad.
There we go. So I think we've had 3 for Hull. We've had 3 for Hull winning in the West Brom Preston game.
No. Preston are going to win, and
Right.
Hull are also going to win.
Ah, right, okay. Got you. Even.
Therefore, West Brom draw out of the playoffs and Hull get in the playoffs.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I've just had a message from Graham on the chat, which has really confused me. But I think
What did he say?
I think it's when we were talking about future managers, and he says Super Kev will give us a lift.
No.
Oh, Graham, I'm not sure Super Kev is ready for. He went from Shields to Hartlepool. I don't know. I think he's.
No, mate.
I feel sorry for him, like, because the way Hartlepool is treated him.
We offered a contract when he then they said actually no.
Nice. Oh, was Sunderland have?
Hartlepool.
Hartlepool.
Hartlepool
Okay.
give him a 2-year deal, and then the next day went, no, actually, we're not having it.
They rescinded the offer. What are the odds? Wednesday 4-1 to us. So does our game make any difference to the league? Kinda, not really, but yes. So Sheffield Wednesday.
If we beat Sheff Wed, there's a chance that they'll go down, right? Slim chance.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just going to move it so I can see the bottom half of the table a bit.
3 points behind us.
Right. So the teams up for relegation: Rotherham are gone. Huddersfield need to win and overturn a 15-goal difference on Plymouth Argyle. So Huddersfield Town of Nyron Nosworthy nearly down.
And Nyron relegated.
Yeah, and Huddersfield are playing Ipswich Town. So if Ipswich pick up a point, they're guaranteed promoted back to the Premier League as well. So
yeah, Ipswich should be well up for that.
Huddersfield Town pulling off the greatest shock of the season with a 15-goal win over Premier League hopefuls Ipswich Town. Don't see that happening. Huddersfield are relegated. The 22nd spot is between Birmingham City on 47, Plymouth Argyle on 48, Sheffield Wednesday on 50, and Blackburn Rovers on 50. Minus 26 for Sheffield and minus 16 for Blackburn Rovers. But with Blackburn Rovers, the 3 teams, Sheffield Wednesday, Plymouth Argyle, and Birmingham City, all need to win.
Okay.
So Blackburn, I think, very unlikely to get relegated.
Agreed.
But they have the same potential as us finishing in the playoffs last season. We were the 4th out of 4 teams finishing the playoffs in safe. So it is possible. Yeah. I think the dog.
Here's what I think is going to happen, mate. I think Blackburn stay up, right?
Yeah.
I think Birmingham go down.
I actually really like that. I think
Blackburn stay up, Birmingham go down, and I'm specifically not saying what's going to happen in the Sheffield Wednesday game. So we can talk about it afterwards.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think Sheffield Wednesday need a point to just put their head through. So I think it could be a last game of the season, boring 0-0 for Sunderland.
Is that where we're at? We're at the Sunderland one now.
We're at the Sunderland Sheffield Wednesday one now.
It would not surprise me. I said 0-0 last week and the week before that. So I'm going to stick with that. Season's done. 0-0.
What's the odds on Paddy Power for a 0-0?
What's the odds, Ivan?
Yes.
What do we say? What do we say? This section of the podcast is called. Ivan, Tony, what's the odds?
What the chances or something? I can't remember it. What are the odds on that, Ivan? Tony?
Oh yeah, something like that.
At least 100 to 1 Put a quid
we'll
on
work
it.
on that.
Better get out dodds. They'll get 3. I can see us losing 4-1 against Sheffield Wednesday, says Acacia. And I think the lads will have to turn up on this one. 2-0 for Sunderland from Bong.
0-0. 15-2. What did Acacia say? 4-1?
4-1 to Wednesday.
To Wednesday, that is 55-1.
Ooh.
Okay, here's my thoughts before we get into Jeremy and Paul. I think there's a few players in our squad that might suddenly realise that their continued employment at Sunderland Football Club is on shaky ground.
Yeah.
And if they get the opportunity to perform, potentially they could perform. And I'm talking specifically in the forward line here. So, that being said, I think we might win, and I think we might win 2-0.
11-1.
So,
Thanks, Ivan.
So, for Sunderland, by the way, the highest we can finish is 13th. And we will finish 13th as long as we better Swansea's result in terms of win-loss draw and Watford's. But this...
I don't care anymore. Like I said I wanted to finish in the playoffs, right? So this is the fall of Sunderland Football Club. I want to finish in the playoffs. I want to finish in the top 10. I want to just finish in the top half. All of those things fell away since January time, and now I don't give a two shits where we finish. Like as long as we finish above Stoke, where's Stoke?
You see that? It is possible that they do leapfrog us. However, there is a 15 goal difference.
Yeah, so we're finishing above Stoke.
So if we lose 4-1 and they win 11-0,
11-0. Hold on, I'll just ask Ivan.
Ask Ivan what the odds for Stoke to win 11-0.
So
right, hold on.
I think
I'm texting them now. I've got Ivan on.
Realistically, the lowest we're going to finish is 16th. Millwall probably is the only team that are realistically going to leapfrog us based on their last result. I don't like I said. I don't think it really matters anymore. We've resigned
Ivan's
ourselves.
replied.
Oh yeah, what's he say?
He's replied. He says that the odds are 200-1 on 11-0.
Is that it?
Mate, that's it. He's actually said, and believe me, this comes straight from Ivan and not from the Paddy Power app. Anything over 6-0 is 200-1.
That's really low odds.
6-0, 6-0, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, 7-0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8-0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You should put
9-0.
Do you know what you should do?
10-0, 11-0.
You should put a +2 handicap on Stoke against Bristol City.
Right, hold on, I'll text them back.
No, don't text me. Text it like old school, mate. You need to send him a voice note. Send Ivan a voice note.
All right, okay,
right.
1 second.
Yeah, make sure we can all hear on the potty.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just getting it now.
All right.
Right. So.
All right, Ivan, mate. Can you get us these odds? It's Stoke -2 handicap. Right. See you in a bit, lad.
Cheers, Ivan.
Right, I've said it. I've said it.
Cheerio.
Right.
Cheerio. Did you say cheerio at the end?
Yeah.
Right. I want this finalised now then, right. So promoted teams. Leicester City and
Ipswich.
I think Ipswich will be second.
So that means playoff Leeds, Southampton, and then Norwich, West Brom, Hull. Who are we saying out of those? Norwich, West Brom, Hull.
Norwich and Hull.
Norwich and Hull, okay.
So you think Norwich and Hull in the playoff final?
No, I think I've got an outside suspicion that Southampton are going to win the playoffs because Leeds are falling apart again.
So Southampton have lost the last 3 games, mate.
Yeah, but I've got an outside suspicion it's going to be Southampton. It's a good feeling, mate. I can't describe it. I can't explain it. There's no logic.
Playoffs isn't the nicest thing to Leeds United because they've been there before and
they bottled it before, mate.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny though? Leeds play Southampton on the last game, so if Leeds beat Southampton and still miss out on the playoffs, I think that puts the playoffs in Leeds' favour massively.
You've seen Southampton are trying to get Ross Stewart for that game as well.
Try and beat the fucking word there.
They've been trying for 18 months, lad.
His glass legs don't work.
Please, Ross, please, can you run 100 yards? He's like, I couldn't do it. I can't do it, lad. I can't do it. I've got a bad leg.
Right, I've got a voice note back from Ivan.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Can you play it?
Play it live, mate.
I'll play it now for you. Right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, David, it's it's Ivan Tony here. The odds on Stoke -2 handicap is 15-2. All right, I'm just gonna pop down the casino. See you in a bit, bye. Did you
thanks, Ivan. Yeah, we heard it.
I don't know if
You
it
said
came
remarkably Mackem there. Like I'm not.
Hey, listen. Look,
Moves the mysterious ways, Ivan.
He's got to keep himself, undercover because, the Premier League.
You can't walk in the car anymore.
I mean, this is it. He can't just walk into William Hill anymore. Like he's got to put on accent.
Well,
and,
he's
got
got
shades that he walks in like this.
Well, like Ivan,
When he's hood up.
like Tonali.
That's Tonali.
Yeah, if Tonali's like this.
Actually, for next week, I'll see if I can get Tonali's number.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. We'll get him on. We'll get him on as well.
He says buongiorno, did he?
Yeah, he's French, and he's
No, he's Italian.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Leeds will definitely finish first, by the way. They played terribly lately. Hull aren't in the playoffs. Yeah, Graham, so yeah, Hull aren't in the playoffs, but they could leapfrog West Brom. That's what we've got through there. Relegated teams, are we cementing the bottom three as is?
Rotherham, Huddersfield and Birmingham for me.
I think Birmingham and Plymouth are the two odds on to be like relegated out of those.
If it was up to me, I'd want Mowbray to do the job. I like Tony Mowbray. I don't dislike Birmingham that much. Like I'd like them to stay up.
Unfortunately, but
yeah.
I think if he comes back, I think he'll get Birmingham promoted out of League One. Tony, I think he'll win the league.
I don't know.
He's done it before. He's done it before with Blackburn. He's been there before as Mowbray, and he's
got a shot, right? Look, I hope they stay up. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think they will.
So for me, I want them to go down because of the way that they actually Job actually when we got him.
Oh, did you hear about Pritchard as well?
He's leaving.
Did you hear about his dramas at Birmingham now as well?
His birthday today, Pritchard, isn't it?
Happy birthday, you drama queen. He's basically tools down again. He's tools down.
Yeah, he has.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's just like, I don't want to play for you anymore. He's like, you've been there 5 months.
Hey, what a fucking divvy, man. Oh, where?
You
can only play that once every blue moon, lad. You can't be doing it twice in the same calendar year. Fucking hell.
There's something that you got to realise. Sometimes it might just be me that's the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, the season's over tomorrow. 12:30. I'm excited. We've got a question.
12:30 kick off, lad.
12:30 kick off.
Early kick off, mate.
Got to get the season over and done with. So luckily, in just 14 hours from now, we know the end. I think the perfect way to answer it is answering Bong's question. Do you want to talk about Sunderland's £9 million loss for the year, or
did you actually go through the rest of the score predictions?
No, I didn't want to go through all of them, mate. I just wanted to go through the ones I didn't have to leave.
Sheffield game.
Yes, we did that.
Nah,
you didn't, mate.
You didn't.
Yeah, we did. It's 0-0, 0-0, 1-1,
2-0.
Got a bit sidetracked because Ivan was messaging us.
That was it. Sorry. Yes.
Amphy's losing it. He's getting.
No, I did mine. So therefore, I just went, yeah, tick, done.
Right. It was. I've already said 0-0. Right?
I said 0-0 as well.
2-0. 0-0. Right, Paul.
Yeah, Paul's not said his, has he?
Well, I'm going to say because the players will be playing for the future, so I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Who's going to score? I don't think Ivan's got in him again, but I'm just interested to hear what you're going to say.
Ivan's gone down to the casino, mate. Did you not hear him on the voice note?
Bear in mind, I've got a kick button
Turn
if
his
you
phone
say
off.
Abdullah Bar too.
Hey, how many does Bar need to score for you to wear that mag top?
2. He needs to score
Right,
2.
here you go.
What's the odds of that Ivan brace? sorry, a bar brace, Ivan.
I think he's left his phone at home because he's gone down to put some fucking gonna play blackjack. I think.
I'm going to say Hamia.
I bet he twists on 19.
Hamia. Can you do this with your arms just a second? I can't see any injection sites, mate. What are you on? Okay, Hamia and who else?
I said Emil last week.
You were wrong last week, though, weren't you?
but I am on heroin, so.
And I'm going to say Paddy Roberts.
Oh, fucking hell!
That points crack was perfect.
Roberts will step his game up against Sheffield.
Okay.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right.
He wakes up and has more than 1 goal contribution this season. Sorry, 2. Right. Andrew, you didn't go through your goal scorers, so while you're thinking about that, Jacob, what's your prediction?
Same as Paul, 2-1 Sunderland.
Are they the same goal scorers?
No, I'm going to go with Clark and Oshish.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Clark brace. I think he might want to sign off with a flourish.
He already has. With his trophies. He had 2 trophies, didn't he?
Best hair.
No, he won Players Player of the Season and
best
Player of the Season.
Yeah.
Goal of the season was from Huggins,
mate.
Huggins,
Yeah,
and community. Sorry,
it was the Watford goal at home. He got it for
the one where we actually played all right.
That's cool.
And the fans' choice, also known as the community player of the season. Who's that, guys? I can't remember his name.
Chris Rigg got an award last night as well.
Rigg was the young player
Regional
of the
development
year.
player.
That was it. PD.
Daniel got one, and so did Mark
Daniel
Crudup as well.
Daniel got the young player of the year, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't understand that because he's older than half of our squad. Isn't he like 22?
Man, I don't make the rules.
He could be in the under-23 squad, therefore young player. Fair.
Community player of the year was none other than Pierre Aguilar.
Great. So,
he was buzzing in his photo. I don't know if you saw the photo when he had a little trophy. He was fucking buzzing, wasn't he?
I mean,
he's probably fucking surprised. He's like, fuck. Like, what do I need? How bad do I need to play to not get a fucking trophy? Like, look at this trophy I've got. It's brighter than the sun. It was bad. Like, I'm not really sure how he managed. Listen, all I can say is maybe everyone who voted was fucking
on heroin.
I was gonna say on crack, but yeah, whatever. Hey,
not in their normal state of mind.
I'm gonna draw a line on Ekwar, right? This is where I draw the line, right? It's the last game of the season, right? So I'm willing to give him a fresh start next season. Fresh start. You'll hear no. There'll be no Ekwar hate over here. I might even change my profile picture, whatever it's called, on any avatar. Yeah. Right, and we'll just see how it goes. Fresh mind, fresh eyes.
Yeah.
But the second he's done something wrong, I'll be letting you all fucking know.
I've got one question here because I think Graham has got we don't do worst player of the season. So do you know when you're at a normal club you have like most improved player. Who is the most improved player, which is like basically saying you were shit, now you're not as shit. Who is that for Sunderland this season?
Hang on, that's a good question. Who got better as the season progressed?
Or who was better than this time last year? Because it's considering we were 6th last season and we're 15th this, it's going to be a hard pick to find somebody who
it is.
Boom, went up.
I don't think there's anybody who's done that. Like, I think Jack Clark is probably the only one who maintained.
I don't think I genuinely think Jack Clark got a little bit worse because he got sussed out.
What about Barr? He was better at the start of the season.
My shout is going to be Trey Hume.
He's been solid all season, mate.
No, he was good last year. He was great this year.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I can get behind that. But only because there's absolutely nobody else who's anywhere near. There's no one else in the conversation. He wins by default.
What about Ballard? Ballard was...
No, he was good last season.
He was good with Bass.
Bart.
Danny Bart. Danny.
And... You got Bass on the mind, lad.
I'm all about that Bass. But I don't know, it's a different song. Yeah.
Very witty, mate.
But are we?
I'll tell you who's the most unimproved player. Who's went backwards the most? Robert.
Oh, we've had 5 different names thrown out there.
Robert is unequivocally the player who has gone backwards the most in the course of a season. Can you we were this time last year we were talking about him as up there with Jack Clark as one of our best players, and this season I can't wait to see the back of him.
I genuinely think that's a fair comment. I know there might be some other Sunderland fans that think that's a bit harsh, but I think this season has been poor from...
Look at the stats. If you don't want to look at the stats, you don't want to look at the data, look at the performances on the pitch, look at the apathy that you see from him. Look at that,
Right, I'm 100% agreeing with that, but also look at the fan base's apathy throughout the year as well. It's matched his... We've give up at a point, and so has he.
Mate, again, lad, I said it at the time, and I don't like to be the "I told you so" guy, but the moment Beale was announced, everything positive about this club sunk to the bottom of the sea, and it's been there ever since.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what though, there's a Sunderland YouTube called Eddie Bamber, and he did a right good impression of Michael Beale.
Shout out, Eddie.
Yeah, shout out
on
to
the
Eddie
podcast, man.
Shout out, Ed. Yeah. He probably would, you know. I've been in touch with him with DMs a couple of times about his video, so yeah.
Here we go. Like fucking the DMs, mate. Go on.
I mean, there's only like 20 Sunderland YouTubers and small community.
Didn't he sometimes use posh words, Michael Beale, or he tried to?
Michael Beale? Yes, the poshest word he used was outside noise, which meant fan.
So we suck the outside noise.
Yeah, how dare a club have outside noise inside the stadium?
It was that Hume thing as well, wasn't it, when he refused to shake Trey Hume's hand?
The funny thing is, I tweeted out like immediately after, "Don't worry, Hume, he's gone in the morning," and he was sacked the next day.
Did you like your post?
No, he didn't. There's somebody called K.S. Speakman.
Aye.
Or Speakman.
K.S. Speakman, man.
So who is the favourite to take out the hot seat? And Graham's asked who our favourite manager choices are. I think we've gone through that already in the pod already.
Rewind, mate. Do the old rewind.
I think Will Still was Will Still's the top rumoured one, right? But we will end.
But
go on.
I was gonna say with Moyes leaving West Ham, you know.
Fuck that, man. Sorry.
Moyes round 2.
No.
Will Still.
Can you imagine? You know what? Right? I think he'd come here and do a job.
If my season card gets cancelled.
He's gonna fucking cut it up, man.
He's gonna print it off.
Put it on your phone.
He's gonna print it off, and he's gonna cut it up, and he's gonna print it off again, and cut it up again.
I'll send it to the boys.
No, I can't see. I can't see Moyes ever coming back to this club with any kind of respect from our fan base.
I met Moyes. I bumped into him when Smithy. You know that hotel that you stayed in.
Yes.
The Hilton beside the stadium, right? So I was in there getting a bev with Rachel, right?
Shout out Rachel.
And I walked around the. Rachel's our lass's sister, right?
Yeah, shout out Rachel.
I walked around the cottage. You know where we were sitting, mate, up by where the pool table is.
Yeah.
I walked around there, and there Davy Moyes was sitting there. He was watching the Man City game.
Just chilling.
And I was like, shit, it's David Moyes. So I went to step aside. I was like, all right, David, how are you doing? He was like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, oh, like, he's scouting Aguero because Aguero was playing at the time. He was like, I wish. And I was like, fucking I wish as well, lad. Shook his hand, got a photo. He was a nice guy. Like, David Moyes, man, he was all right.
You can be a nice,
but just
you
a
can be a
shit
nice
manager for
bloke.
us.
Yeah, we're saying the same about Dodds. Good bloke, shit, not the right appointment.
What about Beale though? Would you say nice bloke, but shit manager?
No, mate. If I see Beale in the street, I kick him in the shins.
Michael, who?
He was 100% shit manager,
shit
personality, shit fucking
shit hair,
cunt.
Outside noise.
That genuinely out of 10 there, by the way.
Shit crack, shit fashion sense.
3 more. Jesus Christ. So we're not.
But
a
it
fan
was
of
nice
Beale,
what
then?
we did for his niece. We did something nice for his niece.
I think with that, mate, like, yes, we are not that callous. We understand there's more to life than just football. People with medical conditions need support.
But
and
he
needs
slags our club off on social media.
Beale?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say? What did he say? Paul?
Oh, he set up his fake account, man. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the one when he says, "Oh, they hate me because of my accent, because I've got,
I mean, I didn't realize.
You know when there's no games going on and we need like some content, right? I think we should just do like a greatest hits of like of what's happened over the season. And Beale's fake account will be right up there. I think that would be in the top 3. We'll do like a top 10. Like, Beale's fake account will be right up there, I reckon.
I reckon number 1, the worst thing this season is without a doubt
Blackad's Bar.
Blackad's Bar.
Blackad's Bar is number 1 without a doubt.
Number 2 is Equa 46 seconds into the second half of that game.
Yeah.
Mate, we've been here all night talking about the low light of this season.
We're waiting for the off-season. This is content for the off-season.
No, we will have a season wrap-up podcast, and then we'll work out how we go through when I move to Oz. What we do on pods. So yeah.
Right, mate.
Highlights of next year is going to be highlights of this season could be our main feature and our talking point for it. We have a final question to wrap up this stream, though.
It better be the question that was posed last week because I've been thinking about it for 7 days.
It was. Stands for
what was the question?
To be or not to be?
Jacob's class. It was the crisp one, wasn't it?
Yeah, mate. What's your favourite crisp?
Bong remembered? Yeah, Bong remembered. What's your favourite packet of crisps? I really want. I want Paul's first. I want Paul's first. Crisp. You could have Pringles. You could have Twiglets. Whatever. As long as it comes.
Twiglet's not a crisp.
Yes, it is.
A Twiglet.
A Twiglet is a crisp. It's a corn-based snack. And if you're telling me that Monster Munch is not a crisp, it's a corn-based snack.
It's a fucking corn-based snack. He's a fucking Hungarian international man eating those corn-based fucking snacks.
Marmite, absolutely gorgeous. There you go.
Twiglets are a wheat-based snack marketed in the United Kingdom and has a distinctive knobbly shape, similar to that of twigs.
And yeah, okay. I want Paul's answer because he he absolutely get them in crisp packets at Christmas. They're right next to all the crisps. It's a crisp. Next to Pom Bears.
Pom Bears are
my favourite is pickled onion Monster Munch.
Oh yeah.
They're the worst Monster Munch.
Are they the 10p ones?
No, the purple bag.
Mate, you're thinking of Space Raiders, mate. And Space Raiders aren't 10p anymore. They're 25p now.
What?
Telling you, mate. Telling you.
Mate, have you ever had Monster Claws?
Yeah.
Are they just Monster Munch?
You're the Aldi Monster Munch.
If you get the Aldi, you can get the
right.
Monster Munch, but they're called Monster Claws. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going with pickled onion Monster Munch, Jacob? No,
Yeah.
There's no flexing on that.
I mean, there's other crisps as well, like Skips. I quite like.
Skips are nothing, mate. Like you can eat a whole bag of Skips and be like, I feel no different.
What's it's are not bad, you know. But
yeah,
I'll go with
like
pickled onion Monster Munch.
Okay.
Good choice.
Have
Strong
you
choice,
had
mate.
a prawn cocktail and what's it?
No.
Yeah,
I've tried a prawn cocktail Skips though. I know that's their base flavour, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I was walking down Sainsbury's the other day, and I was like, "Fucking big, these big Watsits. You can get the massive ones."
Yeah. Giant Watsits, right?
Giant Watsits, yeah, and prawn cocktail flavour Watsits. I nearly shit myself in the aisle. I couldn't believe it.
I can't believe how much swear words are coming out of your mouth, but on crisps.
About 10 minutes ago, that's the I counted was 30.
What we on now?
It's high like Bennett's Siometer. You know.
Oh, we're on 67. We're on 67, lad. Right.
All right, okay, 2 more swear words.
Dale has said knickknacks. He doesn't give us a
which
flavour on
ones?
that one. He hasn't given us a flavour.
Got to be nice and spicy, like nice and spicy.
Yeah.
Tyrell's malt vinegar crisps with a pint, says Bong. Oh, we're not adding side dishes to it because if it's crisps in a sandwich, it's McCoy salt and vinegar, without a doubt, or maybe McCoy steak. But I would much prefer prawn cocktail Whoppers than that. I don't know.
I'm going to follow you, Smithy, because my favourite crisp is a McCoy's, and it's McCoy's Thai sweet chicken.
Oh,
it's like in a blue packet, isn't it?
Like a turquoise type packet, mate.
Yeah, another ones.
Unbelievable. They are my favourite crisp, and then after that, it's barbecue Pringles.
Barbecue Pringles.
Yeah,
they're good. Texas, it's a Texas barbecue.
Yeah, Texas barbecue. Yeah.
Is that the blue one or it's a brown one, right?
No, it's like
a purple kind of thing.
Yeah, purple colour. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Paul, you've had time to think and see you looking into the sky.
For me, it'll probably Walker's.
You're such a basic bitch, Paul.
Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion Walker's crisps. Isn't that the one? Isn't that the one? Like whenever you go to a kid's party, that's the one that's poured into a bowl of like that's the size of somebody's torso.
I mean,
yeah, it is.
No, they're the Asda brand ones, mate.
Yeah.
If you ever get crisps out in a bowl,
Phoenix's party in a week's time, mate. I'm not buying Walkers. You get an Aldi own brand, lad. That's what you get.
B&M. Go to B&M. You'll get a pack of 500.
Right, so here's mine, right? And it's going to make it sound a bit Tory, so I apologise in advance, right? But the best crisp is salt and vinegar kettle crisps.
Okay.
Do you know the ones I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the ones I mean, mate?
Is it the ones with the root? Not root beer. What's it called? Beetroot. Beetroot crisps and carrots.
No. They're a normal potato crisp, right? Salt and vinegar kettle crisps.
They also do like a black pepper one.
Yeah, sea salt and black pepper. They're really good as well.
They're good. Yeah. I also like the sweet chili ones as well.
Mate, all the kettle ones are good, but the salt and vinegar ones are the best. Right? If it's the end of the month and I'm really struggling for the cash to buy kettle crisps, and the old school, and the KP or something like that, the KP crisps from back in the day.
Tyrell do the veg crisps.
You don't.
Thank you.
What?
Tyrell's, not kettle. The root beer. I keep saying beetroot. The beetroot and the turnip and that. That's Tyrell's.
If Alan was there, he's a big fan of Tyrell's.
Alan was here for 20 seconds and he disappeared.
He likes what's the Pringles? He likes the ham Pringles.
Yeah, man, they are fucking.
Oh, salt and vinegar Pringles are lovely.
Yes, the blue one. Good choice, Jacob. Good choice. They're the Christmas ones.
You get the ham ones at Christmas. It's like
cool original Doritos.
honey roast ham or something.
Cool original Doritos.
Oh, no, mate. The cool original Doritos are disgusting. And I tell you why. I don't mind the taste, but they stink to the high heaven. Our lass loves them, right? But like she'll open them in the kitchen and I can smell them. Like the smell floats all the way through the house into the front room. I'm like, have you opened the cool original Doritos? I hate them. I tell you what else I hate. Peanut M&Ms. They stink as well.
Oh no, the chocolate M&Ms are better, and the blue bag M&Ms. Fuck the ones with peanuts. They can go fuck right off.
You've ruined it. You've ruined it. You've done 2 in a row. Oh, Jacob, mate. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to jump in with my chips. My crisps. Now. My God.
Is that what they call them in Australia?
Yeah, it's
Australia.
Sensations Thai sweet chili.
Yeah, they're good, mate. Yeah.
I can literally eat like 5 bags in a row and like just not
go for a 6.
Not regret a second of it.
Damn it!
Oh my God, peanut M&Ms are the best. Right, I know you said peanut M&Ms.
Right.
Where's that ban button?
This
peanut M&Ms stink, mate. Like they are like.
Do you know what?
Terrible.
Blast them bastards to space. They could fuck right off.
Are we going to go worst crisp then?
Worst crisp? I think
that's for next week, get it?
No, because
I've got to think about it.
Next week.
I tell you what's the worst crisp. We were talking about Monster Claws earlier on, like the Aldi brand Monster Munch, right? I don't know whether you've had. I think they call the Aldi brand skips. They're called like melts or something, and they are the worst tasting crisp I've ever had in my life.
Shout out to all the
crisp fucking melts. You want to grab some melts? You're fucking melt.
Yeah, you're. Hang on, I'm gonna Google it.
Right.
Yeah, they are called melts, mate. Melts from Aldi. Fake skips, without a doubt, the worst crisp I've ever tasted in my life.
Well, I don't know. Like if you've ever had you have a multi-pack and the bottom one like is open ever so slightly, and you just like bite into them and they're stale. That's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, that probably tastes better than these. Like
I don't know. Monster Munch stale is not nice. We have a top 5 for next week though from Bong. Thank you, Bong. Top 5 managers. So there's 5 of us. Top manager that won't come to Sunderland.
Oh,
I can tell you now, Jurgen Klopp isn't coming to Sunderland.
So you're saying a manager that think would come to Sunderland?
I think no. This is next.
I think Nuno Santo. Santo. You know, the Nottingham manager.
Have a think. Yeah. Managers who could, in theory, manage us. I think, let's say, like Sam Allardyce, good manager, wouldn't come back to us. That kind of vibe, like somebody who would actually sign the deal, rather than like Pep Guardiola or Carlo Ancelotti. Like we want somebody who's realistic, who won't come to us by next week.
All right, I'll work on it.
And
I'll think about it.
Graham strongly disagrees with Paul, by the way. Cheese and onion are the worst.
And I agree with Graham. I'm going to buy that man a pint.
And I agree with Andrew, but I'm not buying him one.
Right, who's on the watch along tomorrow?
Not me, mate. I'm going to Amsley Forest, lad. I'm going to be deep in the Bondo.
You're not coming to the game? You're not watching the game at 12:30?
No. If it was 3 o'clock, I might have been back because we're leaving early doors. But if it's early kit-off, lad, I'm not going to be there.
Fair enough. I know Jacob's going. Paul's going. Is that right?
Yes.
And Davey, you're going as well.
Am I going to the match?
Yes.
Like in person?
Yes.
Nope.
So you're coming on the watch along? Nope. Okay, cool. I'll be by myself then.
Thank you
very much. Am I going, Graham? No, because I live 223 mile away from Stadium Light, I think. I'm just going to Google.
I say this every week, right? But I am going to actually try and do it right. It's 12:30 kickoff. I've got to pick Amelia up at 1 o'clock. Hopefully, I should be back second half. So I'll jump in second half for you, lad. We'll jump in together.
Dave, you need to ask what do you want?
In the chat there, Hans.
For you. I Oh. Ah, there you go.
What?
Now, I'm walking. I'm walking distance a lot closer than driving for some reason. I'm 182 miles walking distance from Stadium of Light.
How long does it take? How long go on? Tell us.
67 hours.
It can't. No way.
To walk.
120 miles, 67 hours. Nah.
That's what it says on Google. Driving is 3 hours 23.
Mate, people can run a mile in 4 minutes.
You said run, not walk. Bullshit. Never.
I wonder if someone's actually ever walked like from one city to another.
It doesn't take 67 hours to walk 100 and something mile. No chance.
You walk
can actually
on
run
average.
from
That's like nearly 3 days. Nah, Smithy,
you walk on average 4 miles per hour. That's the average walking pace.
Listen, I don't care what your average walk pace is. It's not going to take you 3 days to walk 100 miles.
67 hours. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, almost 3 days.
Non-stop. I don't know. You could hitchhike, I guess. In an e-car. Right. I'm going to go.
Oh, yeah,
the end of
Brad Larry Foundation's raising money tomorrow as well.
What for?
Yeah.
Between these two games. These two clubs.
All right, is there going to be a collection on the gate?
Oh,
yeah, there is.
I forgot that their fan was that was their fan that was the scumbag.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
How long did they get served? How long would they get jailed for? Was it like 9 months?
They just got sacked. They just got sacked in a community.
They
probation.
got a lifetime ban, didn't they?
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna go.
What a terrible note to end. But everyone enjoy the football tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Love and peace.
Fuck the mags.
I'd swear for that.